Welcome guys to the channel. Playing some Shaco jungle. Thought I'd go a little lifesteal here. And we're now Merly Gaming. And I just wanted to highlight this game because it was a little different. And I really thought I did pretty well. I was going up against the Graves jungle, which is notoriously hard because Graves is broken. But I went for the classic Shaco jungle start. Bot lane gets an early kill. Things are looking good. Get my boxes placed right. Just enough to kill little raptor things here, chickens, and start red. I don't get a leash here, but that's not too bad. So everything goes pretty well as planned. Raptors die. Red gets taken. And you got to get the one last auto here. Boom. Easy money. So usually what I do here is I go straight to top lane, sometimes at level 2, or sometimes I take golems. This didn't look too gankable, so I took the golems here. And once you kill a couple of those, you get your level 3, which apparently they didn't die. So I had to run back and go get that level 3. And then I went up to gank. Mord was looking a little low. He was getting BM'd, which turned into a hilarious situation because, Yasuo thought he was a big guy. But, yeah, we showed him who's boss. So it felt pretty good in the start here for a non-leash. And straight to bottom we go after that. Started Vamp Scepter. Now this just felt like one of those games where I needed a lot of sustain, so I started building Lifesteal. And yeah, just showed bottom here. I'm not sure if it was the right choice, but sometimes you just gotta let your presence be known. And here we see Malzahar getting a little testy. And Malzahar in the mid lane is going up against the old Bomber Boy. I hate Bomber Boy too because he negates all your bursts. Graves getting a little... Yeah, I don't know if that was a good trade or not. Kinda need Malzahar to get fed. So I do absorb some experience here in the mid lane while Malzahar's gone. Malzahar decides to teleport. And I'm out of here. Looks like Graves did take my blue buff, so that's kind of annoying. I preemptively put that box down thinking it was going to be there. That's okay, we'll just take Gromp and then see what we can do. So far, a nice 2-0. We're up. Go for the gank here on Zilean. I don't think he saw me, but he knows to zoom away, so he must have seen me somewhere. Zilean's really hard to gank because he can zoom, and once he's level 6, he's going to res, so it's just a really hard character to deal with as Shaco in general. Here we go, just checking Dragon, putting a little box over the walls, checking the situation. Looks like we're good to get it. Team is wrapping in, so even if Graves does show up, we've got everything. And Mord gets killed on top. That's not a good sign because we know Graves is not going to be heading up there. He's probably down this side, but it looks like we got everyone here, so pretty easy to secure this big old mountain drake. And once again, we're going to go for the Zilean, who of course is going to not have a zoom up, I guess, for some reason. But yeah, that time we collapsed him. And back to farm in the jungle we go. Old Wendy boy here is getting a little testy, so go in for some additional fun. And boy, is he dashy. Just zooming through the minions. He's ready with another NATO, which I dodged, but it's okay. Looks like Mord's got it under control, so I just start walking away. And this looks like a good old opportunity to beat up Shelly. And with no competition, she's an easy grab. And we'll get a little crab baby? I don't know. Is this the baby? Anyway, I'm beating it up and getting it too. So we need that gold. And back to top we go. Yasuo always looking testy. You gotta give him a few stabs, put him in his place. And sort of managed to dodge at least half of it. But he figures out which one of me is real and gives me the old clippity clap. But I do manage to get just away with the deceive. Yeah, he's pretty obnoxious. If he's got that, if he lands his knockup, I pretty much have to run. So I had just enough for Ravenous Hydra as I went back, so I figured, yeah, why not? Let's go Hydro this round. It is great for clearing out these camps. It's not my favorite item on Shaco, but it does have Omnivamp, so it makes your boxes and all that stuff heal you, which can be kind of useful if they're hitting a lot of things. I figured bot lane could use the help of a little smashy, and hopefully get some plates here and get some gold for our friends. And we do. Slam. 2025 damage. Snag the old buffs. And while I was having fun in the jungle, poor Malzahar got absolutely slapped. Not a whole lot we could do there. I could have been there instead of taking the blue. But, you know, mistakes were made, so I guess I'll just absorb some experience here. And apparently Graves went straight to top lane. And Mord was unaware that this was a possibility, even though he did path through our jungle. And it looks like he's having a bit of trouble. But hey, Drake's back up, so we're going to go for it. And with the team all being here, it's a pretty easy secure. This game is looking real good. I'm 3-0, I'm way up. Malzahar's been struggling a little bit. And here we go. I don't know why we killed him there. I guess we're noobs. But overall, this fight went pretty well. Couldn't quite finish the Zilean, though. Let's give him a little box fun and get out of here. It's not long before Graves is back in mid, and I have to show him who's boss. A little stabby action. And I have just enough lifesteal to survive all of his shenanigans. And red buff it is. Red buff is great on Shaco because your 3 quick attacks all apply it, and it's super good. So always be grabbing the red. And right on time here, Zilean's doing a little divey action, but I have to show him who's boss with the little stabby. Of course, he just zooms away once again while slowing me. Can't quite catch that guy, but I try. And decide, I'm just going to help this Mord up top because it looks like he's in quite a battle. And apparently, does he need my help? Yeah, he does. Okay, there you go. Back to farming. Get a nice buy here. We get some Zerker's Greaves and another Vamp Scepter. So that's a lot of lifesteal. Mord is taking top tower. Shelly's looking ripe for another grab, so we give her the stab. Another uncontested objective. Nice. But they're pretty defensive about this middle tower. Not much we can do about that, but at least we got some damage in. Oh, there's the ward I'm looking for. It's a good placement right there. And this time they're not so keen to give up Dragon. Really need my team here to help out. Not really sure what to do. I've already used my deceive. Bombs are flying at me. So I send in the clone, which seems like a decent idea, but it's too low. Not getting the steal off this time. Over a little aftermath fight is the best we can do, but it's not looking so great. And of course, the res. The Zilean res is OP. Well, at least I get out alive. It's the best I can do here. And I'll steal some jungle while I'm at it. It is really nice being able to just heal up full off of any of these camps as Shaco. It's a little bit of a trade-off. You lose a little bit of the damage you could get with some other items. But the Ravenous Hydra, I don't know. It's decent. It's decent. And it's time to go give Zilean another surprise. With Graves being here, I don't think he knows what's up. Can we get him this time? Oh, he's got so many tricks. Malzahar tried to give him the finish, but it's not quite enough. Oh, wait, yes it is. Nice job, Space Aids. And red buff we go, and then, you know, we can just clear both of these at once. Ravenous Hydra should be super easy. At this point, we're 6-0. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm feeling like maybe I can help him, although it looks quite dire. Try to kill the Yasuo. He gets a shield. He keeps healing. He flashes. He dashes. He knocks me up. Very unfortunate to lose that fight. Big loss. It's at about this point I kind of realized that I might be way ahead, but our team is only 3 kills ahead. And me being 5-1, 6-1, I'm pretty much the only one doing well. The rest of my team is not doing so hot, not really performing. So it's going to be a tough one. And I'm starting to realize at this point the game's going long, no one's surrendering. And I'm all in on this lifesteal build to try to secure and push and win some of these fights. And bait out as many spells as I can with that clone. Every time it seems like it's going well enough, Zillion comes in with a few bombs and a magical resurrection because he's Jesus. And it's really just hard to get anything done with Zillion around. Here we go for a nice little skirmish team fight in mid, and it's starting to look pretty good. Not too bad, but can we get a push off of it? Or a dragon. This one's looking a little shifty. I'm a little low, so I need to lifesteal off this thing. I also want to make sure Graves doesn't get it. So lifesteal we go. Just watching that health bar. I almost missed that one. That was really close. I think I only got it because Graves messed up. But still, we've secured 3 dragons. We're in a pretty good position here. And with the big ground worm being taken out, looks like we should be able to close this out. Now I can get my immortal shield bow and hopefully live forever and maybe beat Yasuo in the duel. We're about to find out. Wind wall, the jukes. Let's go a little stabby here. Our whole team shows up and makes everything a bit too difficult, but we still do get the Yasuo. Trade for the Sona, not bad. Pretty good timing on the Nautilus kill. The Kasai is a bit fed. She hits like a truck. Gotta find a way to take care of this Zillion. It's just impossible to push with him being up. Mordekaiser's doing some work on the top lane. Still looking like a decent game that we probably will win. But have I mentioned that Graves is kind of broken and you tend to just not win games when you're against a Graves? Have you guys noticed that? What's his win percentage? It's got to be over 50%. He just builds lifesteal, and well, this one's building a little different, but typically they go double lifesteal items, and then you just can't do anything. Thought I might be able to beat this Yasuo, but looks like I had to retreat. Just in case. Let him deal with the fun clone. Fourth dragon hopefully can be ours, and we should be able to get a nice little shieldy buff for the rest of these fights. And with relative ease, we DPS, take it, and get the soul. Surely this game will be ours, right? Right? Hey, look at Graves. Surely we can 1v. Wait a second. He does so much damage. Okay, even. Okay. God, that guy's a bit strong, ain't he? Bit strong? Well, we'll just have to heal up off of this blue buff guy. Oh, and the old Bomberman Windhook team is back here. And they have a lot of CC. I attempt to just lifesteal through this one, but Yasuo does his thing and does lots of damage. Killed during a knockup, 5 seconds of CC. Can't steal through CC now, can ya? You know, but it looks like we're still doing decently. Graves is down, Yasuo's down. We should be able to get something here. And it turns out we're just gonna grab Baron again. Surely this game will be ours, right? With all this lifesteal, it's okay if I get hit with a couple bombs, because I can just go into the jungle, lifesteal back up, and into the fight we go. Situation not looking too bad until the hourglasses of Jesus' resurrection are on the Yasuo. Not so great. It's almost like they have 6 players. Yeah, how are we gonna do this, guys? How are we gonna do this? They won't stay dead. that, they get a solid push and some objectives. I try to delay for the team to res, but the timers are really long at this point, and the double stun off the clone is a little bit painful. And into more stuns. Running and running and running, but just can't quite live through all that. Need a little armor or something. Maybe I should have gone GA. And I was not here because I was dead. So I tried to tell him, tried to say, hey, just delay, guys. Well, maybe I didn't. Yeah, well, I told him I was dead. But it was pretty obvious that Graves was going to steal that unless they killed Graves. But hey, what can you do? They got the Elder. It's an Executioner. It's gonna be a tough one from here, even if we're far ahead. Tell you what, though, stabbing a support with all this lifesteal's fun. You ain't got nothing on this. Yeah, you better hook away. Just when I think I can take out anyone, I try to 1v1 this Kasai, but she executes me with the Elder buff. What do you know? Now I've got the slow dagger, but is it going to be enough? I kind of wanted it mainly for the Zillion, because every time I stab him, he just zooms away. But I think, in retrospect, GA would have been a little better here. Not sure if it would have made enough of a difference to win the game. Zone out with the clone out and try to get a fight here. But they've just got so much sustain. And Graves is a bit broken. At least, you know, we hold him off for a while here. Almost get that Zillion executed. If only we had that Elder buff. I'm telling you guys, stop the DPS on the Elder if your jungle's not there, and kill their jungler instead. It would have been an easy clap. That's pretty much the moment that lost us the game, I think. And we get Baron for the third time, but I'm convinced that Baron doesn't actually do anything anymore. Sure, it gives your lane minions a little buff, but it doesn't seem to be enough to actually do anything that effective. The biggest thing is your cannon minions actually outrange the tower, so if you can sit on them and keep them off. Cannon minion, it's pretty good for sieging, but it's a very relatively small buff these days. I just don't think Baron's very effective anymore. So no matter how many we got, we still couldn't push it in. Do a little sneaky stab of the inhibitor, but the whole team died in the process, so not great, not great. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the team sucked. Because what can you do? You know, if two of your guys are splitting and you all get caught out, it's kind of your fault. Probably not get caught out. Yeah, I could really use your support, guys. This channel needs to grow for me to become successful here on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate every sub. I'm gonna go the extra mile. There's a Patreon. And yeah, look forward to a bunch more Shaco matches because I'm climbing this season. Peace out, guys.